back again with a new video. It's been about a little after 2 weeks since my last one. I just wait until things come in, make a pile, and then I'll make a video on the pile. So I got a total of 8 albums, a small little stack of cards, and 2 postcards to go over. There are some really nice pieces, but nothing as crazy as my earlier mail days. Maybe one piece from Colombia is pretty crazy. So the one album I won't show off from the inside. This is 1926 to 28 Greiling Sport album. All the issues in the album are from the black and white series. So there isn't a player I want to show off. It's just this album is full. It's got every part of the album is filled. These were just standard sport albums, and you could paste any of the greilings inside. And so 3/4 of the stickers in this album are teams. They're all teams. And then the last quarter are in action and portrait greiling cards. So that's pretty fun. I'm probably going to keep this in the bag because, you know, it's almost 100 years old. And that's how I'll display it, is just the front of the greiling. Maybe if I learn about any more players in the greiling set that are notable, I'll go through the album to see if they're in there. But as of right now, the list of greiling cards that I'm after, not a single one was in the greiling album. So the next one are 3 albums from the Netherlands, and these I'll show off. I think one of them I'm going to keep intact, maybe 2 of them, and then series 1 I'll definitely I'll unstick the stickers or cards from the album. So the series is called Miss Blanche album. It's Dutch. In Spanish it's Blanque, but to be honest, I'm horrible at pronouncing these things, and you can barely see the illustration, but here it's a little better. This is series 4. So this is series 1. You have Harry Dennis, Dermulin, so this is pretty cool. Only the first couple of pages are football players. W-Tap. But yeah, I'll unstick all of these, and these are the last of the football players. And then you go into what, rugby, maybe, cycling, various athletes, boxers, film stars, tennis players. But yeah, so I've only looked at the football players. I know this is complete. This is series 4, I want to say. No, this is series 3. So this is the other set that I might remove. I might keep intact. But you have Harry Dennis. Who else is in here? That guy. I don't know. W-Tap. I might remove these 2, but I also like the complete album. And here's series 4. This one I know I'll keep intact. This is just the teams. 1932. So those are readily available if you want to track one down. They're not anything special collecting wise. They show up all the time. You can pick them up completed. Seem pretty easy. The second series I have coming in. I have a second Dutch lot that are coming in. Much more important, I think, in that lot, I have 2 or 3 sets of cards, individual cards, not completed sets, but it has a bunch of players that I'm after, all from 1932. What else? I have 4 albums in that lot. One 1951-ish, 1952, 1955, 1931 Series 2 album. And then I have a Belgian lot that's coming in that has 2 more Dutch albums, one from 1928 and another one from 1939. If you're familiar with Dutch albums, you should probably guess what the 1939 album is. It's complete with the Key Rookie, and I got it for like 70 euros, which is insane. So I'm super excited for when those come in, but that will have its own mail day when that lot comes in. Plus, there's tons of Belgian cards too. So, a deal made from a German seller of albums, and so here's the 1964 Tokyo Olympics bubblegum album. The editor is called Rizla, bubblegum company of some kind. I'm familiar with that company. It's made cards in the early 50s all the way to the 70s, I think. But the main reason why I bought it was because it has a Robert Hayes rookie. This one. Robert Hayes, or Bob Hayes, was a Hall of Fame football player, and he was an Olympic gold medalist. What else? It's got a bunch of key players. Abebe Bikila. That's his earliest issue as well. Super happy to get those. But the main reason was this is Joe Frazier's earliest issue. So I'll definitely have to remove those 3 for sure. Everything else will stay in the album as is. I'll probably display this with the 3 cards in front of it. It'll go on the pile. With all the other albums I need to unstick. I think I'm over 20 so far with this video. 1950 Samuel album of the Uberliga Sud. So this album consists of the teams from what was it? Was it west, north, southwest Germany? I think it was split up into 4 quadrants for the albums. And the reason I picked this album up is it's got a 1950 card of, I have to flip through it because I do not remember. I know the Polish star who played for a German team. Oh, it might be the last team. Yeah, Moscow. So that is one of 2 of his earliest issues. Even though he started playing in the late 30s in Poland, Poland doesn't have any cardboard. I haven't seen any postal issues of the teams he played for. I would assume if anything existed, Scott would have found something by now, but he hasn't posted anything that shows earlier 1950 for him. So that's one of 2 of his earliest stickers. The other one's from another set from 1950. And then this monster of an album. Earliest issue of honestly can't remember how to pronounce his name, but I'll find his sticker. Helmut Rahn. So that's one of his many early stickers. He's got a bunch from 1950. So yeah, excited to have that. The last album I'll wait to show off last because I think it's the biggest item in the lot for this video. I'll show off individual cards now. So this is Australian soccer. Hayden Button. This is a BDV cigarette. The back is actually just another player. But yeah, so that's cool. This is my first Australian issue. It's a totally different sport. But I don't know, it caught my eye. I learned a little bit about them. Not enough to actually remember I got that in weeks ago. I think I got that in before the last video, but I just didn't show it off. So these are 3 more Unella gum wrappers from the late 50s, early 60s. This is an Israeli star named something. Considering that I don't read Hebrew, I have forgotten his name, but yeah, this is a different color issue. I think in total that cost like five bucks. This is a fun set. Very few issues that I want to complete. There's very few. There's this set, which is roughly from 1914 to 1920 in Denmark. It's a stamp issue. It's the earliest known issue depicting footballers from Denmark or of Danish players. And I really like this set in person. It looks much better than the photos online give them credit. And there aren't that many. And so I'm going to try to complete this set. Other sets that I want to complete, what else? Denmark sets, Dutch set, no. Belgium set, no. I mean, there's some completed albums that I want still, I mean, of course, but individual cards. I'm drawing a blank again. I know there's like 3 or 4. There's 2 postcard sets that I want to complete. 1912 Olympic set and the 1924 A&N Paris set. I want to complete both the football teams from those 2 sets, which I'm doing pretty well. I'll have a lot that comes in next month from the 1912 set. I think we'll hopefully complete what I'm searching for. Shoot, I'm just drawing a blank. If I remember, I'll try to mention it in this video, but here's that Danish set. This is Ant Olsen, and he led Denmark to getting the silver medal in 1912, in the 1912 Summer Olympics. So, here's another one. Otto Larsen, another key 1920s Denmark player. And then Alf Olsen, who played for the Denmark national team in the 20s. And the last one is the earliest issue I have been able to find of Bebeto, Brazilian player in the 80s and 90s. This is 1986 Ole. The 2 postcards that I want to show off. 1934 Czech postcard showing what claims to be a team from Moscow. And I'm pretty sure all 4 Starostin brothers are shown in the postcard. So Nikolai, who I think is this one, he's one of these three. I think. I'm pretty sure he's this one. So yeah. So that's really cool. And then this 1928 Portuguese postcard showing the Portugal national team. And right there is Jose Pepe. No. Pepe Suarez. So he died really early. But he's one of the earliest legends of Portuguese soccer. So I'm really happy to have this. I also have a photograph coming in of that team during a friendly played against France, where Portugal won 2-0. And probably my favorite pickup for this video is the earliest issue of Colombia, 1950 crack. And there are 3 key 1950 albums that I want. And this is by far the toughest. I didn't think I would find this album, let alone afford it. And I knew if I was going to afford it, I needed to find one without the De Stefano and the Peterana. And luckily, somebody from the Discord, Graham, he really loves this album. He was after the De Stefano, the Rossi, and the Peterana, and he removed those 3 and offered me the album since he knew I was after it. And yeah, I'm super fortunate to have it. It's got 137 out of the total 160 stickers. So it's nowhere near perfect, but I know, I only know that 2, let's see, I know Al has one because he has the De Stefano. He graded it. And I knew Graham had one. And I've seen 2 more be offered up with basically no stickers in them. So yeah, so super happy to get this for the price that I paid for it. It's got some loose stickers because the De Stefano was removed. But yeah, so I'm gonna have to go through and research the players who are still in here. But I do know that the key Colombian players that I was after, most of them do show up in this album, and their sticker is in here. Something that I realized when I got the album in is I know that Jose Moreno played for Boca Junior for 1 year in 1950. This album's from 1950. He scored 6 goals, or he made 6 appearances, I can't remember. And I'm not sure if this is him. It would be really cool if it was. So, yeah. Andrade Rodriguez, or Rodriguez Andrade, I can't really remember. A bunch of other players who played for the Uruguayan team in 1950. A bunch of Peruvian players whose earliest issue are from 1950. There's a 1950 crack Peruvian album too that I do not have in hand, but I do have on hold for me. I just have to finish the deal. And the third 1950 album is the 1950 Americana Ballast album, which I also have on hold along with the Peruvian album. I just have to finish the deal. So I'm super happy to have this tracked down. And yeah, so this is perfect. Some of the stickers have writing on them. Most are creased. I have seen them in much worse condition than this. But a lot of the stickers are in great shape. So yeah. And that's it. That's all I got for this video. If you have any questions about anything, if you want to see if anything's for sale, just let me know. Most likely, nothing's for sale. But again, you know, everything's got a number. So yeah, I appreciate it. Peace.